My daddy said that I was a princess. And he said there was something very special about me. So I wanted to figure out what made me so special so I could tell all my friends how I was a princess. So I decided to go to my room and I started looking and searching and I found it. Everybody knows that princesses have treasure, right? Well, I have a treasure chest full of toys, and so I realized all my toys must be made of gold, and that's what makes me a princess. So I took my treasure chest to my daddy, and I said, Daddy, Daddy, I know why I'm a princess. And he said, Why, pumpkin? And I said, because I have a treasure chest full of toys made of gold, and everybody knows princesses are rich, so that's what makes me a princess. But then he said, No, pumpkin, that's not what makes you a princess. So I took my treasure chest back to my room and I didn't want to give up. So I kept looking and searching and finally I found it. On my birthday, my parents gave me a big crown with all these diamonds on it. And everybody knows that princesses have crowns, right? So I put my crown on and I said, Daddy, Daddy, I know I'm a princess. And then again he says, Why, pumpkin? Well, Daddy, don't you see my diamonds? That's what makes me a princess. And then he started laughing at me. And he says, Pumpkin, those aren't diamonds, they're rhinestones. And I said, Rhinestones? So I took my crown and I went back to my room and I still didn't want to give up, so I started looking in my closet. And I found this really, really pretty gown that I have just like my mommy's, and I put it on, and I realized that all princesses dress in really pretty clothes, so I put it on, and I went to my dad, and I said, Dad, this is what makes me a princess, this beautiful gown. And then again he looked at me and said, No, pumpkin, that's not what makes you a princess. And so then I said, well, if it's not treasure and it's not diamonds and it's not my pretty clothes, then what does make me a princess? And then he looked at me and he said, Pumpkin, you remember when you accepted Jesus into your life? And I said, yeah. Well, he's the King of Kings. And when you accepted him into your life, you became a part of his family. That's what makes you a princess. Oh. I didn't know accepting Jesus into my life would make me a princess. So I guess that you're a prince or a princess too.